I love myself enough to know when to let someone go, when to keep that boundary, when to say no. Welcome to the final episode for Season 1 on the Healing Train podcast. It's been my pleasure spending this time with you, discussing exciting and uncomfortable subjects at the same time. I've been blessed to present to you meaningful and deep conversations with guests from myriad of backgrounds. And now the time has come for me to wrap this season with an episode that you will remember. Today's topic is about giving yourself permission. Giving yourself permission for anything in life. You may not even think about that you need to give yourself permission to. Let's talk about what is giving permission. Permission on its own is about giving power, authority to something or someone. So why not give that permission, that power, that authority for yourself, for what you possibly aren't doing? You got to give yourself the green light, so to speak, the go ahead. And number one, I want to share with you is giving yourself permission to speak your truth. Many times we hold ourselves back from saying what we want to say, from speaking our truth out of fear, out of conditioning, whatever the reason it may be. Perhaps it's time for you to question, are you giving yourself that permission to say what you want to say and when you want to say it? Or are you holding back? Second thing you could be giving yourself permission to is being you, being authentic, being the person that you want to show up in the world as. Who are you? Ask yourself, are you showing up every day when you wake up, that person that is inside you? Or are you holding back? Are you pretending to be someone just so you can be accepted, just so you can fit in? Maybe it's time to give yourself permission to be you. Third one, give yourself permission to choose. Make your choices. Don't let someone choose for you. If someone is trying to influence you to make certain choices for your life, for your career, for your relationships, marriage included, if you are not choosing every single thing that you are doing in your life, who are you giving permission to? Who is choosing for you? Perhaps it's time for you to self-reflect. It's time to give yourself permission to choose. Number 4, give yourself permission to say no. Yeah, give yourself permission to say that one word. One word composed of 2 letters, N and O. This is the most powerful word you will ever say to anyone. Now, don't get me wrong. Yes is a very powerful word as well. When you say yes to life, when you say yes to things that you want to do, that's awesome that you do. But don't forget saying no. In saying no, you are ultimately giving yourself permission to choose. You are giving yourself permission to be you. And you are giving yourself permission to speak your truth. Do you see how they're all related? How they're all connected? But sometimes we have to break it down for you to understand that one leads to the other. What are you choosing? Are you choosing to say yes to please people? Or are you choosing to say no so you can speak your truth, make your own choice, and be yourself? And number 5, give yourself permission to rest. We're always go, 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 and we don't have time to pause, self-reflect, as what we're doing right now. If you don't give yourself the time to self-reflect and assess where you are, what you've done, and where you're headed, you'll just be living life going in circles, not knowing where it began and where it will end. So take some time to rest, some time to pause, some time to take a deep breath and just say, I'm okay. I'm here. I'm alive. I am blessed. And let me count the ways in which I am blessed. Give yourself permission to rest. Number 6, give yourself permission to love. And when I say love, I am talking about something so deep and pure, not the type of love that many of us have been taught to believe is love. Love is not about sacrifice. I can tell you that. Sacrifice has nothing to do with love. Because when you are sacrificing for someone, which means you are doing something for the sake of someone else at your expense, when you're doing it, you don't see it as a sacrifice. You do it with love. Let me give you an example. If I choose to sacrifice my sleep to do something for someone because they need it, to me, that's not a sacrifice. I will never think of it as a sacrifice. I will look at it as, I love this person. I need to do something for that person, and it requires me to give up something for myself. I still don't see that as a sacrifice. And I will never put it in someone else's face, because that's what happens when you sacrifice. When you sacrifice, it's not coming from that pure place of absolute, I don't even know the right word to say here, but like that deep, deep, pure love. You don't call it a sacrifice. I've been told in my face from several people, Rania, I sacrificed this for you. And I didn't understand it then when it was happening, but later on, I got to understand. But that wasn't coming from that pure place of love. It was distorted. Perhaps it's coming from cultural, societal, and just generational understanding of what love is and what sacrifice is. It's even been taught with religion. It's been taught that you must sacrifice in order to prove that you love God. A concept that never sat well with me. I always questioned it because it didn't sit right. I didn't feel that I had to prove my love to God the way I've been taught. That's another topic for another day. I'm not getting into that right now. The point I'm trying to say here is you give yourself permission to love another in that pure form that I just described. Not for a gain. You don't say, I love this person, and then you think of all the ways of what they should be giving you or what you should be getting out of that dynamic. Love isn't a transaction. My perception anyways. Love isn't a transaction. It's not a deal that we make. I love you, you love me back. Now, it's nice that if I love you, you love me back. Absolutely. And if I give you, you give me back. Absolutely. Giving and receiving. Amazing. But if you make a choice to love someone unconditionally, totally, and completely, from that place of purity, then you're going to be giving without expecting anything in return. You're going to be loving whether they love you back or not, whether they know how to love you or not. Having said that, we need to learn not to withhold love And I'm never going to be an advocate for withholding love. You could love someone, but not have them a part of your life. Because having them as part of your life can be hurtful for you, can be toxic. And you may need to detach from a person or from a situation. I can love you, but I decide not to have you in my life. I love you and I wish you well, but from far away. I wish you the best. I wish you find your way. I wish you heal from whatever it is that's keeping you stuck in those negative vibrations. But I love myself as well. I love myself enough to know when to let someone go, when to keep that boundary, when to say no. So give yourself permission to love. It's a big one. And number 7, give yourself permission to live. Ain't that a big word? To live. What does it mean to live? To live is giving yourself permission to laugh, cry, feel whatever emotions, to fall down on your face at times, to grieve when there's loss, to stand on your own 2 feet again when life knocks you down, to heal, to take your time to grow, to shift your mindset, to learn new things, to unlearn limiting beliefs, to let go of something or someone, to break those shackles that are around your feet or your hands, to do something, to climb mountains, to begin new chapters, to try something wild, to have fun, to enjoy the journey of life, to accept it with all that it brings your way. And of course, there are many more things that you could be giving yourself permission to do in order to truly live life. If there's anything you get from this episode, you have the right to give yourself the authority, the power, the green light, the go ahead, the permission to be you, to say no, to speak your truth, to rest, to love, to make your own choices. You have those rights. Don't give them away to someone else, because no one else has the right over those things. You do. And in closing, I have a few quotations that I've found online that resonated with me and I would like to share. A quote by Ianla Van Zandt. She says, "I gave myself permission to feel and experience all of my emotions. In order to do that, I had to stop being afraid to feel. And in order to do that, I taught myself to believe that no matter what I felt or what happened when I felt it, I would be okay." Shannon L. Alder. She says, "When you give yourself permission to communicate what matters to you in every situation, you will have peace despite rejection or disapproval. Putting a voice to your soul helps you to let go of the negative energy of fear and regret." Another quotation by Joy Page. Dream and give yourself permission to envision a you that you choose to be. In closing, this is my favorite quotation, and it's by an unknown person. It says, "Give yourself permission to live a big life. Step into who you are meant to be. Stop playing small. You're meant for great things." And with that, we come to the end of our season finale, the last episode in season 1. I look forward to seeing you in season 2, episode 1, where I have more guests on the show discussing more interesting subjects, things we like to talk about, things we're afraid to talk about. No topic is off limits, even the ones you avoid talking about. On this show, we will talk about them. And until we meet again, this is Rania on the Healing Train podcast. Keep on healing you.